Good morning, John. The research talks about social entertainment. I just wondered if you could define what that really means for us.
Well, we see three things really that make the difference between social entertainment and the way that social networking happened in the past. And what we see from the survey this year is a massive increase in the value consumers are placing on entertainment within their social networks. So it's now seen as the best value in terms of entertainment of any medium, and that includes films, which is amazing. So it really, the entertainment factor and enjoyment that is driving the development of what we're calling social entertainment. And then I think the second piece is the way that overlaps with information. So the credibility of informed data, content, provision of just everything from where to shop, and how that integrates with people's views, integrates say with the television program. And just using information as a currency to drive cross-platform content. And then the third vector is really engagement, and that's the idea that within a social entertainment world, it's no longer good enough just to make say a film and put it on a television and then that's the end of the story. It's really about giving something additional to the audience, not just interacting with it, but actually adding value in a longer term way. So often that can be educational, have you sort of educated an audience or given them something that more over and above that immediate viewing experience. And that's really what we mean by social entertainment as opposed to social networking as a phenomena, or even traditional kind of content development. One point I'd add to that, I think, is the role of when we're looking at social entertainment is that it can be easily breached. So there are limits to each of those three areas. So, for instance, if your entertainment becomes inappropriate, then you get a massive breach of trust, and the value falls through the roof. Secondly, if your information that you're seeking is either inaccurate or you abuse consumers' trust in the privacy of their relationship, then that can also cause complete turn off of the audience. And then lastly, this idea of engagement. As we said, TV companies particularly are learning to engage more, but it's hard for them because it means that they let go control. They have to involve the audiences in co-creation of content, which is a new skill. And the moment that it becomes that relationship is lost, again, the value of social entertainment plummets.
Great. So, I guess in terms of how technology and entertainment companies engage with consumers, they have to talk to those 3 points.
Absolutely. So first of all, make sure that it's about entertainment enjoyment. Try to make sure that the information is as credible and adds value from telling people things that they didn't know perspective. And then thirdly, engagement. How they make that engagement work. I think the key behaviours really that need to encompass are listening, socialising the media, creating content together with your audience, and actually just this idea of letting go of control, embracing complexity. Those are sort of new behaviours for anyone, and it's not just a traditional media owner. Anyone who wants to sort of win in the social entertainment world, and that can be it could be you, Luke, as an individual on Twitter, or it could be a multinational film studio. They all have to look at these new parameters if they want to tremendously succeed in social entertainment.
Great, thank you. And in terms of when consumers think about entertainment companies, is technology an important part of how they view a brand?
Well, the survey showed actually that consumers don't value the latest technology as one of the key drivers, and I think that's probably very true of the mass consumer audience. We were asking just general consumers. I think the difference is there are sort of early adopter and kind of elite audiences that very much care about the adoption of the latest technologies. iPad's phenomenal success is just an evident point. But those are a minority. They're not the general audience. But I think one of the key points is to understand is that smaller group influences the thinking and understanding of the broader mass audience. They, in a sense, what they do is they interpret the technical benefit and present it in a way that's much more easy for the average consumer to understand. So to me, that's the dynamic, and it does appear contradictory when consumers are saying they don't believe in technology, and both media and technology companies are spending so much money on looking like they've got the latest technology.
Well, I suppose the key thing is really the experience rather than the technology for many consumers. What they care about is the end result.
Yeah, very much so. It's the ability to have two screens whilst you're watching a general election programme and be able to comment on Twitter on what the politician is saying with your friends. That's what consumers want. The technology is just enabling all of that great fun.
Yeah. And then, so finally, the research threw up a couple of themes of privacy. So it certainly seems like it's going to be a growing issue. I just wanted to get your insight on how privacy can impact companies and consumers operating within this social entertainment era.
I think we have to be careful with privacy. I mean, clearly, when you're engaging with social media, Facebook, for example, you're giving up rights to certain privacy aspects that the consumer seems quite willing to do. I mean, whether they know that those rights are being sort of forfeited or not is another question. But I actually think the danger is to generalise about this. The great majority of consumers probably aren't fully aware of what they're giving up, but they know they're getting something, a service in return for giving up, commenting on areas of their life, and that's, to me, the key point, that it's really about the context in which you're negotiating with whoever's providing the service that means whether privacy is seen as something that needs to be protected or people are prepared to exchange, and that's why it's such a complex area, because privacy is important, but it all depends on the transparency with which you talk to people about it.